Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Saturday. Let me turn this down just a little bit. At least for me, I'm not sure how the music is for y'all. Why bonk? I just started. I've done nothing wrong. Can y'all hear the music okay? Alright. I have not done this in a minute. It's been a few months. Just a few. I actually think the last time I done SCP stuff. Nutty, please! I've not done anything. Also, sorry for the long wait. I decided to make myself some tea because that's going to be very much needed. And I was needed by like 5 different people and got a phone call. That's about how it goes. So yeah, pray for my voice because it's going to be a rough. But let's see who else here. What's up, Roro? Welcome in. Good to see you. What's up, Close? Good to see you too. Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, Lyra? Welcome in. Good to see you. What's up, LJ? Hello, 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 Nutty. Hello, Nutty. I did not deserve the bonks, but you are welcome here nonetheless. Yeah, it's your first Mia SCP night. Uh, I cannot guarantee how long this will be. It's gonna depend a lot on my voice. I've already tried to lose it once today. And my sinuses have not been treating me well the past couple of days. Because Texas weather is awful. In case you did not know. Just pretend the bonks are pats. I will try, Roro, but I don't think so. With Nutty, I don't think that they're meant to be pats. At all. Nutty, stop winding the cat up. Always. Always doing this to me. But I hope everyone's had a good week. The real horror vocal strain. Exactly. I have made myself some tea. It is, just regular green tea with lemon in it. Not like actual lemons, because I don't have those. I wish I did, but I don't. But that's what the tea is called, green tea with a lemon. So I'm drinking that right now, and I'm hoping that it helps. So yeah, welcome in. Basically, if you're new here, if you don't know what we do here with SCPs, we just read some articles that we think are interesting, and we also do take suggestions. However, don't I have in the past, but I think from here on out, I'm not gonna read, like, if people come in here and, like, suggest and stuff, I'm not gonna read it, like, right here and now. But we will write it down and we will add it to our very huge doc list. Our we have like an Excel spreadsheet that my mods have very generously uh keep up with for me because I'm crap at it. I just have scribbles in a notebook. So yeah, check out the Insanity on Steam when you get a chance. Insanity? That's what it's called? I'm already like I've already been challenged for another game. I need to make just a week where I play like short horror games because I have so many. The Insanity. Okay, I'm writing it down right now. The Insanity. Noted. Is me a Euclid class? God, it's been so freaking long since I've read ACP. I don't even remember. I do. I have it readily available. I'm always like reading these and I'm like, what is that? Like, what class is that? Like, what does that mean? I am ready. I have the classes right here. I always think Keter is like dangerous, but that's not what Keter is. Cause it's like the third one, so like you automatically assume like it's like you're gonna die as soon as you see it. No, that's not the case. I believe Keter is just like it's hard to contain. Also, let me know how music is. It's hard for me to gauge. Okay, I had to turn it down just a little bit for me. I have certain soundtrack going right now that I really like the music to. I would say that I'm Keter because you cannot contain me. I cannot be contained. I must be free to roam about. I'm very much a Keter class. It's canon. That is Mio lore. I think it's how hard it is to contain and what happened if there's a containment breach. Yeah, exactly. Which we can go through this really quick if we want to. I feel like everyone here probably knows, but they have like several classes for this now, by the way. And I think someone actually the last time I done SCP shared a really huge class like spreadsheet type thing, and I should have found it before stream so we could look at it at least. However, I did not do that. And this whole week I'm like, I need to look and see what all SCPs would be cool to read. I need to look. I didn't look until like an hour and a half to 2 hours ago what we were going to be reading this evening. And I've already derailed. We'll come back to that later. I'm going to go to the class. Like, this is how it is. We're going to be derailing a lot. I'm not even, like, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 SCP articles to read today. We're going to be lucky if we get through one. I already just know this. And I've already found something interesting right here. When I just opened the page earlier, and I want to read it. I want to understand what this is. And we're all going to figure it out together. I actually want to dive into this one first, because this looks really cool. But first, we're going to go through the classes really quick. If you don't know what the classes are, we're just going to do the 3 primary classes for now. So, you have 3. The very first one is Safe, which is pretty much self-explanatory. Safe class SCPs are anomalies that are easily and safely contained. This is often due to the fact that the Foundation has researched the SCP well enough that containment does not require significant resources, or that the anomalies require specific and conscious activation or trigger. Classifying an SCP as safe, however, does not mean that handling or activating it does not pose a threat. For a complete list of safe class articles on the site, click here. Honestly, that would probably be a pretty fun stream too. I bet there's some really fun SCPs there. Like SCP-999, which is probably my favorite SCP. I'm not sure. The Plague Doctor's pretty sick. But SCP-999 is pretty awesome. If you don't know what SCP-999 is, I very much recommend reading that article. He's a cute little guy that likes candy. And he's free to roam about the facility too. He's just, oh, I love 999 so much. We might have to reread that one later. Local yapper, watch out guys, I might yap. Yeah. Yeah, just a little bit. That's what these are. Like, fair warning. I have warned y'all, like, so many times. Whenever I announce this, I warned you. There's been times where we almost didn't even get through one SCP. He just wants to make you smile. He's just a little guy. Oh, I love him. But the Plague Doctor is probably the most interesting to me, like, as an SCP. His lore goes crazy, too. So yeah, SCP-999 is the cutest. I can't remember which one, the Plague Doctor is. And then there's the Shy Guy. There's the one that's like, he hides behind doors or something. I can't remember. I read it not too long ago. And I remember thinking he was actually just a cute little guy. Because he just steals things and hides them in his room. No one knows why he needs these things. And the funniest thing he's ever stolen is like coffee creamer. And he just keeps it and hides it in his room. And I'm like, this little dude is me. 049, you have the pestilence. Oof. So yeah, anyway, that might be pretty cool. We could go through the safe ones. I bet there's some really cool ones there. There's Euclid class. I think I'm saying that correctly. Euclid class SCPs are anomalies that require more resources to contain completely or where containment isn't always reliable. Usually this is because the SCP is insufficiently understood or inherently unpredictable. Euclid is the object class with the greatest scope, and it's usually a safe bet that an SCP will be this class if it doesn't easily fall into any other standard object classes. As a note, any SCP that's autonomous or sapient is generally classified as Euclid due to the inherent unpredictability of an object that can act or think on its own. For a complete list of Euclid classes, click here. And then we have Keter, which is, Keter class SCPs are anomalies that are exceedingly difficult to contain consistently or reliably, with containment procedures often being extensive and complex. The Foundation often can't contain these SCPs well due to not having a solid understanding of the anomaly or lacking the technology to properly contain or counter it. A Keter SCP does not mean the SCP is dangerous, just that it is simply very difficult or costly to contain. And then we have a complete list of Keter classes here. These are the secondary classes. I'm not going to read these, mostly because I don't know how to pronounce them. And then, of course, you have your explained, your neutralized, your decommissioned, pending, uncontained, esoteric object classes, which I've not run into yet, I don't think. Oh, this is interesting. I've actually not read any of this. Yeah, we're not going to go into that. So I click on this, right, and I'm getting ready to, like, go through, start reading stuff. This is, like, the main thing right here. This is, like, your main site. Page, I guess I should say. And I see this here. I'm like, what is that? That's pretty cool. I'm like, it says UIU file 2021-354 Operation Superfund. And it says, the following a Parawatch post reporting extreme, previously undocumented anomalous activity in Kidney, New York. The UIU conducted an investigation into the anomaly's properties and causes. The SCP Foundation became involved to an unclear extent. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. Do you like... Do you like SCPs? Episodic horror? Scary stories to tell in the dark? Well, boy, howdy, do I have a podcast for you. Do we have a podcast for you? Everyone should listen to the Magnus Archives, by the way. It's actually very, very good. I have also listened to it. And it's amazing. Which, I don't think Tyrion is here yet. I know that he's the one that suggested this to me. But, I've been listening to the Old Gods of Appalachia recently. Dude, that's probably, like, my favorite podcast I've listened to so far. That is an insanely good podcast. Very, very much recommended, if you're looking for a podcast to listen to. Incredible. I really, really love it. Oh, please, God. I just burnt my tongue on this tea. And I'm already losing my voice, and this is amazing, because we're only 20 minutes in. I did listen to the one, y'all also suggested, which I blew through that one pretty quickly. What was it called? Archive 81? I hate that it canceled. That kind of sucks. But, I liked that podcast a lot. It was very interesting. Okay. So I come across, yeah, it's very good. It's very, very good. Recommend it, but it got canceled, so like, bleh. That sucks. But it's still a good listen if you ever get bored. Very much recommend. Did not watch the Netflix show because I know y'all said it wasn't any good anyway. But I kind of want to watch it just to say that I have. I don't think I finished it though. It's really good. Honestly, the ending kind of left me like wanting more. It was one of those things where it was like they kind of left it open because I think they did plan to do a season 3 or 4. No, it was only 2 seasons, huh? They left it open for another season and it just kind of left you wanting more. Like it wasn't complete, and I was like, meh, that kind of sucks. But it's still a good listen if you're looking for something to listen to. But if you haven't yet, please listen to Old Gods of Appalachia. It's amazing and I love it. Going back to this. 20 minutes and we haven't read an SCP yet. This is how they go. This is it. So it's like you're opening up a database filled with files. Uh, so we are currently on FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, the Unusual Incidents Unit, which I know nothing about, and this looks super cool. I want to know the lore about this. I want to know about this. This is really cool. And these are just case files. So you have your case file here, you have the date that it was open and the date that it was closed. Your lead agent here. Following a Parawatch, oh yeah, we just read this. This was a summary of it. And it gives you, like, what happened. It's a cryptid, homicide, mind control, Parawatch. What's Parawatch? Perception, alteration, and pollution. So for the background, we have on August 20th, 2021, a UIU agent discovered a post on parawatch.net in which user Red Daring reported that extreme anomalous activity was taking place in the town of Kidney, New York. The post was accompanied by several pieces of photographic and video evidence upon initial creation, but the media was rendered inoperable by an unknown technical glitch. The majority of commenters on the post expressed skepticism of its veracity. Current status. No prior reports of unusual incidents in Kidney are on record. However, the post also claimed that most residents of the town seemed completely unaware of the phenomena and unable to perceive them. It is possible that the reported anomaly, if real, possesses self-concealing properties that affect most residents of the town and the other users of Parawatch, but not the UIU agents who viewed the post. Leads. Red Daring may still possess copies of the media originally attached to this post. Agents posing as Parawatch users will attempt to obtain them. What is this? Oh. I haven't actually looked through this. I just kind of clicked on them like, that might be cool to, like, show everyone. It's a whole article. Oh, I can't see these. Y'all, there's MP4s. We are not going into this, by the way. I already have plans on what we're reading today. However, this could be really cool to start doing. I think these are, like, this is a really cool idea. Or also, if you just wanted to read these on your own, it's got, like, this is the collected evidence, interim case report, collected evidence. You get to read case files from these, the special unit. Dude, I freaking love SCP. These people go so hard with this. This is so cool. You have background, objectives. Also love when they attach, like, pieces of media, like pictures and, like, audio files and stuff. That's pretty cool. MeatLover68, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay with us. And this is a closing case report. Oh, this looks really cool. Yes, FBI leaked files. You saw it here first. If I get disconnected from stream, you know what happened. They've come to get me. Been found out. I've actually never read any of the articles on the site itself. I like the article reading vids and stuff. I don't even know how I got here. I don't even remember how I got here, Roro. It was just like, I think I was looking for stuff to... What was I even doing when I decided to do SCP streams? I think people were just, like, suggesting it to me. They're like, hey, you should read this. And I'm like, cool, maybe I can do that, but we can, like, read it on stream together. And I did. And everyone liked it. So I'm like, cool, we'll keep doing it. And I have, like, actually on my YouTube channel, I have not a lot, but I have a decent amount of past VODs where I've read SCP stuff. You just find out about SCP and it gets in your head because it's so cool. It's so freaking cool. The very, very first SCP article that I read was SCP-999. I think Mochi is the one that recommended that one to me. And oh, first SCP I've ever read, and it's like in my top favorite SCPs ever. He's a cute little guy. He's a cute little guy. I just love him so much. But yeah, there's that. I discovered that recently today, and I think it would be cool to dive into that later. Wait, what is this? Overwatch. I know her a little bit, but I don't think it's the Overwatch I know. Everything reminds me of her. Dude, what is this? Follow the Foundation's path to impasse. What? By following several individuals on their own paths through dying magic realms to retrieve artifacts of elemental power. Choose how they are wielded for better or worse. Like, what is this? So yeah, that's a whole nother thing we can do later. But for now, we're gonna be reading. I kind of don't want to read this yet. I want to see if Tyrion pops up because he did suggest this one. I can't remember who all suggested. Okay, that's the classes one. This is the one that I picked. I don't think I've read this one yet. If I have, I'm sorry. We're repeating it because I think it's interesting. I believe this one is called The Witch's Child or The Witch's Baby. I can't remember. I wish they had titles. SCP-239. Yeah, it's like a little kid, I think. Yeah, it's called The Witch Child. It's called The Witch Child. Okay, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Okay. She is a Keter class, apparently. So, pretty hard to contain. SCP-239 is to be kept within a one-room cell furnished with one bed, one EKG machine, and one IV to be filled with pentobarbital? What's that? Does anyone know what that is? It can treat tension, anxiety, nervousness, and trouble falling asleep. Or insomnia. It can help. So basically this is like a, what do you call those? A sedative? Yeah, it's a sedative. Alright. Okay, so she's constantly being pumped with sedatives. That sounds amazing. With data expunged to be refilled daily. Under no circumstances is SCP-239 to be removed from her containment area at any given time. The walls of this cell are to be coated in a telekill lead alloy. What the fuck is that? What is that? Only Class 2 personnel are allowed any contact with SCP-239 at any time. All personnel guarding SCP-239's containment area are to be equipped with telekill headgear. What's SCP? This is what makes this so, like, crazy to me. You have to read other SCPs to understand some other SCPs, and it's... Oh, it's a metallic substance, so they use... Oh, okay. They use this SCP to help contain this SCP, which I know happens all the time. Subject's proper name is... Y'all, I can't say that. How do you even begin this? Sigero Stefanzadir. I can't say that. Yeah, the poor girl is constantly sedated. That makes me kind of sad, but we're gonna see why. There's probably a good reason for it, so we'll see what happens. Under absolutely no conditions should the subject ever be- She's freaking asleep! Any personnel found attempting to awaken the subject will be immediately terminated. So when they say terminated, do they mean, like, fired? Or do they mean, like, you know, you're gonna become SCP food? I'm a little scared to know what that is. Yeah, I think they're gonna, they would take care of you, so to speak. Okay, we're gonna read about the description. That's crazy, they keep her asleep. Which I know, I guess that's the definition of sedated. But of course you can be somewhat awake with sedatives, I guess. I didn't know if they just kept her, like, in a weird kind of sleepy state, or if they just, I guess they just freaking knock her out. Or you become D-class, yeah, exactly. And you don't want to do that. Not the ideal job to have. Alright, so what is her description here? SCP-239 appears to be an 8-year-old girl, 1 meter in height, and 20 kilograms in weight. Subject has shoulder-length blonde hair. Upon closer inspection, the subject's eyes shimmer, a gray-green shade. Subject seems to emit a previously undiscovered form of radiation, which has been named. These waves seem to be harmless in low concentrations, but in higher concentrations they can break down matter on a subatomic level. Okay. SCP-239 seemingly has the ability to do whatever she expresses a will to do. But put simply, the subject can do anything that she truly wants to do on a basal psychological level as long as she is conscious. What is that? I'm trying to wrap my head around what that could possibly mean. What's up, Minion? Welcome in. We are on our first SCP. Still. Which we just started reading about her, so. We mostly just been yapping. But welcome in. Hope you've been having a good week. Good weekend, too. Okay, so SCP-239, okay, wait, we read that. So she's highly potent reality bender. Great! That's amazing! Diamond, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, it's SCP time. Welcome in, welcome in. Fortunately, she only seems to be able to affect herself and her immediate surroundings. Therefore, if she can see it, she can change it. Oh. It would not be the most prudent course of action, however, to try and test how powerful she can be. She seems to be able to create and affect living matter. For example, when a D-class personnel accidentally caused her harm, she simply wished him away. So basically you wouldn't want to piss her off, because you could just simply not exist anymore. Fortunately, when the subject was made to feel guilty for what she had done, she wished him back. Where did he go, though? SCP-239's self-preservation instinct makes her virtually invincible while she is conscious. Subject's skin cannot be punctured by anything except SCP-148, which is, the metallic substance we briefly, saw earlier. Which is this stuff right here. I wish they had pictures of it. I'm not reading this, but it's basically some sort of metal that is an SCP in and of itself. I think there's a little canon of tales where a bunch of reality benders are like superheroes, but in the fucked up SCP way. Roro, if that's real, if that's for real, I want to read that. If that is for real, I've got to read that. That sounds amazing. Because I feel like the last time we done SCPs, I also read another reality bender. He was basically God. God, I can't remember which one it was. But he was, he was like very, very OP. Like the most OP SCP I'd ever read before. I know that there's a bunch of tales. I just haven't read a lot of them. I need to though. I actually own a book. Um, what's it called? Where is it? It's by the writer Quantum, who is like a very, very good SCP author, by the way. I got recommended it on stream one time and I bought it. And you can actually read this book like here, like in the SCP universe. I actually read it. It's about anti-memes. And it is so freaking good. Like I've read a first few chapters of it and then I got sidetracked with something else. I need to get back to reading it again, but it's really good. Roro, this is your fault. Don't derail me. We're still reading about the witch's child. Hold on. I am sipping on this tea. I'm trying so hard not to lose my voice, but it's happening anyway, but we're gonna keep trying. I will link the book later. Yes, let me make another note of that. Because I will forget. Actually, hold on. It's called There Is No Anti-Memetics. I don't think I'm saying that right. Anti-Memetics Division. But I can link that book. It is available on Amazon. And I can also link you. You don't have to buy it. This is only if you wanted a physical form of it. But the entire book, I believe, is readily available on the SCP website. So what this author did was they wrote everything on the SCP website. It's incredible. It's so good to the point where people wanted physical copies of it. And so they got physical copies made. But you can, it is available to get on Amazon if you did want a physical copy. I will make a note of that to do after stream. And I will also link the, I'll try and find the actual book on here too. What kind of tea is it? It's just regular green tea with a hint of lemon. It's trying its best, but it's not making the cut at all. I might have to make me some more in a bit. I don't know if I'm gonna quite make 2 hours, but we're gonna try. By God, we're gonna try. Alright, where are we? Okay, here. As a method of controlling the subject's ability, she has been told that she is a witch. This, besides improving morale greatly, makes her believe that she is unable to use her abilities outside of a pre-approved list of spells given to her by the SCP Foundation. This will hopefully prevent any and all attempted escapes. However, the subject is to be kept calm at all times to prevent any subconscious wish of harm to others or herself. It still makes you feel really bad though because she's a kid. And you're just keeping her sedated this whole time? She can't help she has these powers. Okay, wait. Oh, this is cool. We're gonna learn about how she came to be. This is her origin. SCP-239 came to the attention of the Foundation very soon after her birth in blah, 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 blah. Approximately 3 hours after subject's birth, blah, 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 hospital was destroyed by an unexplained explosion. That's not good. The press was informed that it was due to a gas leak. SCP teams were dispatched shortly to search the site for any abnormalities. The only living person that were able to locate was SCP-239. For the next 8 years, the subject was raised under SCP care. So, Jesus Christ, she exploded a whole freaking hospital. She's that Twilight Zone kid, though. I've never seen The Twilight Zone, and I feel like a fake horror fan, a fake sci-fi fan, and all the fake fans in the. I feel fake because I've never actually seen Twilight Zone before, and I want to. I know it's available on a lot of streaming services, or it used to be. I need to finally sit down and watch it because I hear it's really, really good. As of 20, subject is to be kept in a medically induced coma until further notice. This decision was made by data expunged. SCP-239 is permanently contained in Site-17. But why you want to keep her in a medically induced... Like, I get it. I guess they just don't want her to hurt anyone. And she is a kid. So she's gonna throw temper tantrums. She's gonna do kid things. However, if you don't allow her to grow up, she's just gonna become an adult and do things and not know any better. This isn't good. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one, Chief. One episode just has this kid that can wish away people he doesn't like. That's crazy. Dang. Yeah, it does kind of sound like she might be inspired by that kid that you're talking about. Okay, here's a note from a doctor, dated December 26, 2004. Who the hell thought it would be a good idea to tell her about Santa Claus, and then tell her that it was just a story? Now we have another potential SCP to deal with, but we can't catch him because he is magic. Oh, she wished that Santa was real, so Santa's real. Oh, this is so funny. She made Santa. Y'all, Santa's actually real, and we have the little witch child to thank. That's so funny. They get sent to the cornfield or something, like, what the... I can't believe this. For like she was told Santa was real, and since she believed it, it became true. And now Santa's real. He moves at light speed. I love this little girl so much. Give her to me, I'll adopt her. I'll teach her the ways of good. Hopefully she doesn't wish me away. Oh, that's amazing. Dr. Aclef's report. My analysis of the situation has led me to the conclusion that SCP-239 is an unacceptable containment and security risk. Although several proposals have been made regarding using her for containing other SCPs, the example of SCP-953 and others just serve as a stark reminder of the risk of overestimating the Foundation's ability to control SCPs with reality-altering powers. I would therefore like to make the following proposal. A piercing implement will be constructed of SCP-148, which is the metallic substance we talked about earlier, capable of penetrating SCP-239's otherwise impenetrable skin. This tool will be used to kill SCP-239 while she is asleep and her powers are neutralized. Because of the danger of SCP-239 awakening and resisting termination, it is my recommendation that the selected operative carry SCP-668 as well, in order to minimize complications. What is SCP-668? Yeah, this doctor's on my shit list, by the way. What are you? Oh, it's a Euclid. Revised as of data expunged. No special containment procedures aside from standard security are required. 668 is to be transferred to a locked safe deposit box. At Site-19, high-value item storage facility. Standard defenses against intrusion. What are you, though? It's a chef's knife. With a rosewood handle and a full tang construction crafted at some point from the late 1930s to the early 1940s. Oh. Oh, it's a knife! In fairness, depending on what continuity you think is canon, Clef is implied to be literally Satan. So there's lore on this Doctor, Tyrion? Tyrion. Is there lore on him? I freaking love SCP, man. There's lore on the doctors. Tyrion, please say yes. Okay, wait, let's finish reading this really quick. There's lore on a few doctors. I need the lore. I need the lore on the doctors, too. One of the dangers of this procedure is the possibility that SCP-239 will awaken and perceive the operative as a friend or good person, thus changing reality to match. It is for this reason that I would like to volunteer to carry out the procedure personally. A review of my personnel file should indicate that my data expunged should allow me to carry out the operation even after a reality shift of this nature. Clef. Dude, that article went freaking crazy. I want to know why. I guess I get it. Like, he literally wants to just kill this little girl in order to contain her, which, no. She's just a little girl. She can't help she has his powers. And, like, who knows how she got these powers. So, like, screw Dr. Clef, but I kind of want to read about him now. Hold up. She's just vibing. She's like a little 8-year-old kid who's just vibing, and you just want to keep her sedated and shit. Like, Dr. Alto Clef is basically one of the main characters of the setting. He and a few others are basically the OCs of some of the main contributors of the early SCP lore, so they show up a lot in entries and stories. I wonder if I've read about him before, and I just never knew about it. Or, like, it didn't click with me. The SCP rabbit hole goes deep, huh? It does, Minion! Minion, it's so good! That's why I like reading about it on stream, because it's so fun to do this and just, like, talk with y'all about it. Because, also, y'all know more than me about it, so I learn a lot. So it's like I can read, ask y'all questions, and, like, get commentary, and it's great. And I end up learning even more and going down even farther rabbit holes. That one was really cool. I think I ended up finding this one. I think I'm the one that wrote this down. I can't even remember how I came across it. I remember seeing the title of it and thinking, oh, that looks cool. We're gonna read about that one. Alright, which one are we gonna do next? I'm gonna write his name down, though, because I kind of I want to read about him. Dr. A. Clef. There's gotta be, like, articles and stuff, or, like, stories with him in it. Alright, so we finished one. Almost an hour in, we finished our first one. Let's go. I want to read this one, though. By the way, alto clef isn't actually his name. His name is the sound of an alto clef note played on a violin. What? That's... What? That's crazy! What if she and the hard-to-destroy reptile fought? I'd win, Roro. We all know this. I'd win. We've already established, like, months ago, even like whenever I started reading these, that I was an SCP in and of itself. There's just not an article of me yet. I am a Keter class, though. I know that. You just simply cannot contain me. I will not be contained, actually. Best part is that SCP is an open source project with no real canon, so anyone can contribute and make their own stories. Which I think is incredible, by the way. I think that's super, super cool. And, you know, a lot of it is what drew me into this. It's just like a whole bunch of people just collectively make this big thing. And it's, oh, I love that. And that's also the reason I love backroom stuff, too. Very big reason why I like backrooms as well. No real canon at all. Just people contributing and making this really, really cool thing seem real. Oh, I love it. Because he's the devil, so he likes to play the fiddle. Oh, he's literally the devil that went down to Georgia. Oh, that's so cool. I got one article under my belt tonight. That's right, I did it. We read one, so we have accomplished our objective. I know, we're on a tear tonight, right? We got through one article in under an hour. Not just an hour, it was under an hour, Tyrion. I know you suggested this one. I am an Eldritch Horror, so I really want to read this one. I just skimmed like the first part of it, and I'm like, this would be really, really cool. So we're gonna read about this one, SCP-426, which this is a tale, I think. Not too much here, but we're gonna read it. It's titled "Hello, I am an Eldritch Horror." And here I was worried I missed something. No, that was just the first one. Wait. Okay, I'm waiting. Read 426 first. Okay. 426. Wait, didn't we read this? Did we read about a toaster? Why is that sounding familiar? Well, if we have, I'm sorry, but we're gonna read about it again as a refresher. Did we read about a toaster? Or was it just like, oh, there's an SCP about a toaster, and I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, if you did, it'll become clear really fast. Okay. So we're gonna read 426 first. Okay, it is a Euclid. Bro, so that means... Oh, okay, it's like middle. Okay. I am to be sealed in a chamber with no... Wait. Special containment procedures. I am to be sealed in a chamber with no windows through which I may be viewed. The door to my chamber must have a label completely unrelated to my designation or identity in order to prevent unintended spread of my primary effect. Only level 3 and above personnel are to know of my presence, and particularly of my properties. Assigned personnel are to be rotated out on a monthly basis to prevent contamination by my secondary effect. Psychiatric evaluation is mandatory at the end of the month. If personnel are deemed unaffected, they may be reassigned to me no less than 4 months after their last rotation with me. Any affected personnel are to be given a Class C amnestic, and transferred to a different site. Yeah, I'm noticing that too, Roro. Why am I talking like... Why am I using I and me in this article? What? What? What's happening? Okay, description. Hello, I am SCP-426. I must be introduced this way in order to prevent ambiguity. I am an ordinary toaster, able to toast bread when supplied with electricity. However, when any human being mentions me, they inadvertently refer to me in the first person. Despite all attempts, there is yet to be a way to speak or write about me in the third person. When in my continuous presence for over 2 months, individuals begin to identify themselves as a toaster. Unless forcibly restrained, these people will ultimately harm themselves in their attempts to emulate my standard functions. Do they try to plug themselves into the wall? What? What? Mochi, what? Also, hello, welcome in. I was just... Wait. This is taking me out, dude. I was discovered in the home of family after the gruesome deaths of 3 of its members. I had been given to the younger Mr. and Mrs. as a wedding gift. No card or any other identifying markings had been found on my box. Approximately 2 months after the family received me, fire crews were dispatched to the home due to an electrical fire. I wonder what happened. The younger Mrs. died from the electric discharge that she had caused when attempting to devour an electric socket. The other 2 victims had died shortly before the fire occurred. The elder Mrs. had gorged herself with nearly 10 kilograms of bread before her stomach burst and she died of internal bleeding. Y'all, I'm an American. What is 10 kg? £22. Over 22 pounds. That's like... I don't even know what that's like. Bread. 22 pounds of bread. Bread that weighs not that much. Like a single loaf weighing not that much. This is insane. This is great. A standard loaf is 1 pound. Okay, so Girly ate 22 loaves of bread, roughly. Carb bloating? What the fuck? Okay. The younger Mr. died of severe blood loss after attempting with me. The younger, wait. The sole survivor was the elder Mr. who was suffering from severe malnutrition. He stated that he had inserted some bread a week prior and was still waiting for the toast to pop out. This is on its way to being one of my favorite SCPs ever. Oh my god, Girly Pop thought she was Kirby. She thought. They all think that they're Kirby. Ugh. This is insane. I was confiscated by the Foundation after police noted my unusual properties. A-class, C amnestic. Amnestic? I don't think I say that correctly, and I'm sorry if not. Was administered to the affected officers. Well, now that makes sense that they have to forget that they have interacted with this toaster, because then they're gonna want to become a toaster. Holy God. Okay, we get to read about the experiments they do. Okay. Experiment log 4261. Subjects, D class personnel, D 4261 was asked to describe what he believed was contained in my chamber. He was not informed about my identity or properties. Details, D4261 stated, I'm probably some huge monster holed up in there. That's what you guys have all over the place, right? D4261 remained oblivious to his use of the first person pronoun. Okay, 4262. 4262 was placed in my chamber and given regular meals through a dispenser. No communication with D4262 was permitted. Multiple cameras were situated in the chamber, positioned so that I was outside of their field of vision, but allowing constant observation of D4262. We remained sealed until my secondary effect manifested in the subject. I was bolted to the floor so that I could not be moved into a camera's view. After 45 days of isolation, 4262 wrapped his arm around me and began conversing with me, stating that we were brothers. D4262 never deviated from using the first person plural when speaking with me. Subject was terminated 1 hour after this event. It is theorized that the isolation accelerated the progression of my secondary effect. This is insane, dude. This is crazy. Okay, 4263. A screw was removed from me and shown to 4263, who was asked to describe it. D4263 was not informed about my identity or properties. D4263 referred to it as my screw. Consistent with experiment 4261, the subject was oblivious of his use of the first person in his description. This suggests that even if I were destroyed, my effects would still be inherent in my remains. Dude, that's crazy. Okay, 4264. D4264 was placed in isolation in a cell adjacent to my chamber to be observed until my secondary effect manifests. No effects appeared. D4264 was terminated 90 days after the start of the experiment. Thank God there are some limits to my effects. A lot of us were really starting to get worried about me. Dr. Oh, adjacent next to. Yes. I know adjacent. I know that one. I know that word. Grind it up and put it in the water supply. Dude. Roro, that's evil. That's evil, Roro. No. Oh my god. Y'all remember when everyone was buying all that bread back like a couple of years ago? What was that even? Was that because of COVID? Anyways, there was an event not too long ago, where a whole bunch of people were buying bread and stuff. Y'all, what if something happened with this SCP and the government covered it up with, like, something? I'm gonna start that conspiracy theory later. I'm gonna get on Reddit and start that. Be looking for it. That is insane. Would people eating me actually do anything? They'd probably expel any particles within the 2 months needed to start thinking they're toasters. I guess that's true. You have a point. Because it takes a while, doesn't it? Like, it takes like a couple of months before like people actually start doing stuff. Yeah, 2 months. It takes 2 months apparently. So like it takes a good minute before you actually start trying to be a toaster. So if you were to consume it, I don't think you'd feel it probably, like obviously. However, you wouldn't actually want to become a toaster. I don't know. Yeah, until then, I'm harmless, and my only anomalous property is people referring to me in the first person. Tyrion! That's great. Thank you. Oh, this is amazing. I love this. Okay, now we can read, now that we've read this, now we can read this tale here. Alright, here we go. The title of it is Hello, I Am an Eldritch Horror. I, who will be one with all. Dude, is this like... I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna ask any questions, I'm just gonna read it. I, me, SCP-426, that which has fallen out of God's favor. Conspectus, I, who will be one with all, am a thought-based being of great and terrible power. I am able to move between worlds, devouring them, adding them to myself. I do this first by becoming one with all of the beings of a world, and then with the fabric of the world itself. I constantly move between worlds, once I have finished consuming them, but I am currently jailed by the SCP Foundation. This is due to my currently inhabiting an easily manageable form of a toaster. For the purpose of protecting the library, ways, and the world I currently inhabit, it is advised that I be left in their custody. Mouse over the footnote? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I, who will be one with all, am not actually writing the document. Okay. Okay, where's the... Okay. I do this first by becoming one with all of the beings of the world. Okay. The second footnote is with one exception. See history and associated parties. I don't want to see another footnote. Just tell me here. Eisenberg, thank you for the hydrate. I appreciate it. My throat is a little dry. I'm going to get another sip of tea. It's not hot anymore. It's not hot anymore, but God, it's good. It's so good. Oh, alright. So that's very interesting. Very interesting lore. Is this what he's supposed to look like? Taken from the 29th tome of the Solar Clockworks. What is that? What's the 29th tome of the Solar Clockworks? Also, the reason the formatting is different is because this is being written in universe by the Serpent's Hand, a different and sometimes competing organization of the SCP Foundation. I think y'all might have talked to me a little bit about Serpent's Hand before. It sounds familiar, but I don't think we quite, like, dove into it. I think it was one of those things where y'all were like, this exists. I'm like, okay. And then I was like, oh, noted for later, I guess. I'm actually gonna write that down so I can, like, read up on that. Serpent's Hand. Oh my god, I have so much to do after stream. Clockwork, like the... What is the 29th tome of Solar Clock? What is that? Is that, like, something else entirely? Do we want to dive into that later? Is that, like, something that's doable? What are the Solar Clockworks? I'm gonna write that down. Write that down, write that down! Okay, I wrote it down. The Broken God? Similar to the UIU, I think, where it's another group involved with anomalous objects. Oh, dude. I want to know about the clockworks. I wrote them down. We'll see what they're about. We'll see if it's something that we could probably briefly touch on. Okay, so we're gonna read more about this dude here. Okay, so traits. I currently hold the form of a toaster. I have a silver finish and am capable of simultaneously toasting 2 pieces of bread. It is currently unknown why I chose this form. As in the past, I have usually chosen to possess beings of great power or prestige. My true self has, to our knowledge, not defined physical form. I and those who have become one with me are recognizable in that we may only be referenced in the first person and that we can become one with others. A being usually begins to become one with me after about 2 Terran months and will begin to show the following signs. Which I'm noticing something here. Whenever he says I, or I guess I should say they. I mean, I don't know their pronouns. Like, I don't know. Whenever they start to talk about themselves, they use a capital me or like a capital we. Which, you know, probably alludes to the fact that they are a god or slightly lower than a god. Whenever I start to talk about myself, you mean? Yes, that's what I mean. When I start to talk about myself, that would be... Talking to myself like that would be very hard. I don't know if I can keep that up. But it's like... I guess that makes sense because you don't use pronouns when you talk to yourself like that. You just say I, or me, or myself, or we, so it's not Like you're pointing at someone and saying she, they, he, you're saying me. Oh my god, this is crazy. Because we are. Wait, what does it say? Who will be one with all? Ah, I who will be one with all. I'm gonna be saying this like, yeah, like tomorrow. This is how I'm gonna talk to my parents. I'm gonna talk like I'm this toaster, and they're gonna be so freaking confused. I'm gonna refer to myself now as I who will be one with all, and they're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I guess that makes you the only SCP discovered who can avoid using the first person when referring to me. I am pretty special, you know? We've already discussed this. I I am the SCP of all time. You cannot contain me. You cannot you know, affect me in any way, shape, or form. I am too great of a being and all powerful. So we've already established this. This is canon Mia lore. Mother, we want bread. Holy shit. Okay, okay, we gotta go back. We gotta go back. Reeling it back in now, lads. Reeling it back in. Okay. We're gonna read about the signs that happens here. 0 days after becoming one with me, beings begin to believe that they are my current host. At the present, this means that they will believe that they are a toaster. 7 days. Beings begin to speak, act, and think as one with other beings that have become one with me. They also begin to share knowledge and memories. Special enough to deserve a special cheer. Tyrion, thank you so much for 1,000 biddies. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. It's very sweet of you. Oh, oh my god. So, as we can see here, scary and spooky time? Scoopy? That's right, it's Scoopy time, Santo. Welcome in. Good morning. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Welcome in, welcome in. It is spooky time. Spooky and toasty. We're reading about an eldritch horror toaster. It's great. Skooky even. Skooky even. We're having a good time. My voice is literally rotting away, but it's fine. We're gonna try and last about another hour. Skogos! Thank you so much for the resub. 18 months. You've been here a long time, buddy. What's up? Welcome in. It's good to see you. How you been? Hope you're having a good weekend. It's good to see you. God, you've been here so long. Y'all have been here so long. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all are amazing. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Oh my god. My voice is so gone. It is so gone. I might need to reheat my tea or get some more. Also, I think it's funny the faces I do every time I like pick up this tea to drink it. Oh, Minion, thank you for the stretch. I actually probably need to do that. Oh. Been here when you just started it. Still makes me so happy to see you grow and see you find success in what you love. Thank you, Skagos. Thank you so much. I've had so much fun being a streamer and just doing this and having fun with everyone. It's been a blast. Oh, I love playing games with everyone. I love reading about SCPs. I love spooky time with everyone. Gonna make me emotional? I know, don't come in here and start saying that. I don't need to start crying. Think about how much I love everyone here. And how nice it is that y'all stuck around for so long. Don't get me started, alright? I don't need to get emo right now. It's spooky time. We'll get emo later. We'll get emo later. Oh, Mia streams are so fun. Thank you, Roro. Thank you, thank you. I try really hard, but y'all are the ones that make it so fun. I very much enjoy having y'all here. Y'all are so sweet. But I can't be getting emotional. We gotta get back. We gotta get our heads back in the game, okay? We gotta get to reading about me. We gotta read about myself. I who will become one with all. Alright? I don't even remember where we were at. Where were we? Okay. So, I think we were okay. After 7 days, beings begin to speak, act, and think as one with other beings that have become one with me. They also begin to share knowledge and memories. 10 to 11 days, beings stop believing that they are my current host, but continue to believe that they are me. 12 to 14 days, we gain my preternatural preternatural traits, including the inability to be referred to except in the first person, and the ability to create more instances of ourself. My wallet would be fatter if I hadn't found you, but my heart would be sadder. Oh, Tyrion, please. Oh, y'all's support is much appreciated. I thank y'all so much. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm happy that y'all also have. I have a lot of fun streaming. I have a lot of fun playing games with you guys and reading, and it makes me happy that y'all are getting some good out of it too. Very, very much appreciated. You're so sweet. Y'all don't make me cry here. Don't. My sinuses are already like messing up. So like don't make it worse on me, please. Ugh. Alright. We continue. Okay, we're gonna read about our nature now. I, who will be one with all, appear to be a being or force composed of idea and thought. My effects are unfixed and continuously active. I unceasingly seek to become one with the universe. One with the universe I currently inhabit, and once I have completed this, am reincarnated into another universe. This cycle has, to date, repeated endlessly. Other aspects of my nature vary from host to host. I am currently being contained to some extent by the SCP Foundation. It is advised that library members set aside grudges and aid these efforts when possible. You got any ginger root? Chew on it for a bit. Those sinuses will clear. I don't have any ginger root, but I have heard that before, and quite honestly, everyone in this household has sinus issues right now. Like, we're not like sick. It's just like the weather is awful here. Like, answer me this. It was like earlier in the week it got as low as like 15 or something like that. Now it's like in the 50s. I think we might actually reach 60 degrees tomorrow. So because the weather is like this and also super dry, we tend to get sick a lot. Not really sick, but it's like our sinuses are like, what is happening to you right now? And we get like headaches and stuff, and it's awful. So just trying to navigate that. And I do probably need to get some ginger root though. I have heard that before. I've just never like actually got it. Dew on the grass. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you've been doing well. Yeah, temp and humidity swings can fuck you. Yep. Yep, that's what they do. They do that, unfortunately. I bet bags of candied ginger root from Trader Joe's to snack on. Oh, I get bags of candied ginger root. We don't have a Trader Joe's close to us, and I'm really sad about it, because apparently you can find some really, really good stuff at Trader Joe's. I think the closest one to me is like several hours away. It's very unfortunate, but I remember when I was living in Dallas for like a few months, My uncle got some stuff from Trader Joe's and cooked it for us once. Bro, I was like, please, we need some stuff from. We need Trader Joe's and we need Trader Joe's now. And it sucks. Maybe someday I will live close to a Trader Joe's. Someday. But today is not that day. Every time I make a funny face like that, it's just me getting tea. Alright. Back to the article. Okay, so it sounds like it's just unfortunate that we became a toaster whenever we came to this world. Uh, that's really funny. I have become one with no less than 43,515 universes. And all the beings within them. I'm often associated with the writings of beings in these universes, especially later writings. 43,515 universes. Gang, that's a lot. That's a lot of universes. One party in particular is often associated with me, known as that which is separate. What is this? Ladies and gentle beings, I give you the exception. That's too many universes, I agree. That which is separate will always reincarnate beside me, and beings which play host to it are the only ones capable of referring to me in the third or second person. When referring to me, that which is separate will often damn me, or claim that I am an abomination. In all recorded cases, that which is separate will attempt to slow or stop my spread, either through sealing me away or by destroying my host. It is believed that the current that which is separate is Professor Johannes Sorts, a jailer. Who is this? And since our entry doesn't mention any of this, that means the SCP Foundation is completely ignorant of this, and it's only luck that their procedures have kept anyone from being vessel long enough to develop powers. Mia, aka that which is separate. It's me. I'm the one that's separate. I am that which is separate. Holy shit. Approach. If possible, attempts should be made to avoid referring to me, in order to prevent both the spread of my power and to prevent becoming one with me. Those who have become one with me should be prevented access to the library and the ways in order to prevent my spread. Remember always to guard your thoughts. Know that you and I are separate and that you are not me. Focus specifically on the aspects of your life and nature which make you you, as opposing to being me. Also, Dr. Sorts is a researcher specializing in mimetics and is the in-universe author of the That's how I knew that name looked familiar. That's what I've been reading about. Or like, that's like, I just mentioned the, mimetics stuff earlier. I just mentioned that in the book that I bought, about it, that I'm going to link in the Discord later. Oh, I knew that name. That's why I paused. I'm like, I know that name. Ah! SCP is cool, guys. SCP is cool. I love SCP. Alright. Did you buy There Is No... I did! I bought it, dude. I bought There Is No Anti-Mimetics Division, but I haven't read the entire thing. I've only read, like, the first, 3 or 4 chapters. And then I got busy with something else. Which happens a lot when I get books. I often read, like, 3 or 4 books at the same time because that is just how I am. I'm currently reading 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm currently reading 4 books at the moment because I'm moody. So I often have like 4 different kinds of books going at the same time. It just depends on the mood that I'm feeling. There's a story about Dr. Schwartz dealing with me, by the way. Yes! Yes! I gotta read about it. It's so good. Oh, it's what I've read so far, dude. It's like I can't even describe it. It's really, really cool stuff. I'm very intrigued by it. I need to finish. I'm gonna finish it. My goal this year is to actually read books, like a lot of books this year. So hopefully I can make that happen. Hopefully I can set aside some time, get off the computer, and like actually read books this year. And comics. I've decided to start reading comics as well. Like I'm locked in on comics too. I've been reading a lot of those recently too. I'm reading a lot. Back to reading more, and I'm very excited about it. Very happy about it. I'm a happier person for it. Voice gone. Oh, voice gone. I'm gonna get a sip of water now. Every chapter serves to further the plot and still says it. That's one of the things I like about it. You can literally flip to like a certain chapter of this book and just read a story. And it doesn't take away from the fact that you've skipped ahead in the book. You can read that chapter. You can even go back and then read another like earlier chapter, and it doesn't hurt anything because they're all standalone stories. But it all goes towards a even bigger plot. Quantum is amazing. I don't know if that's exactly how you say their name, but QNTM, Quantum, that's how I've been saying it. Very cool author. Very much recommended. I will link this stuff in the Discord later for all of you to check out, so. Read Freyren? Yeah, that's the anime that came out not too long ago, huh? I actually was recommended that anime. I will do that. Read Dune. I own Dune. Actually, I actually own the ebook of Dune. I bought it like 3 or 4 years ago. I just haven't read it yet because it's a big book. That's a big boy book. And that's going to take a lot of time. I want to be able to write like, well, me too. I wish I could write like that. Once upon a time, I wrote stuff, but no longer. There's no way. And Paul Kim's story with Gray just grabs you by the soul. Ugh. I love how Lyra comes in here to do her little plug. You know what also has a collection of standalone stories that connect into a background meta plot? Finger guns. Everyone listen to the Magnus Archives. There you go. Everyone listen to the Magnus Archives. Dude, it is long. Dude, if you're still talking about Dune, Dune is long. It's a big book. Ugh. But I'll read it eventually. I am reading a lot. I'm reading a lot recently, so I'll get there. I'll get there. I'm using me as my mouthpiece, and it's working because I also love the Magnus Archives. I can vouch for it, okay? I've listened to it. I think I've only listened to like the first maybe 10? Maybe not even 10 episodes of like the newer one, the Magnus Protocol that just came out not too long ago. Not super like deep into that yet, but it's also good from what I've listened to. But Magnus Archives is good. Can vouch for it. You can listen to it. It's great. Yay, reading! Reading's good for you. Everyone please read. Even if you don't like reading, it's good for you. Please read. It's good. Alright, I'm gonna keep reading this tale, guys. We're still here. We're still here. Tyrion, I just said earlier, I don't think you were here yet. But I was just talking about how I'd started listening to the Old Gods of Appalachia, recently. I started listening to it at the end of last year. It's good. I really freaking like that podcast. I was just saying how it's like probably my favorite podcast I've listened to so far. It's good. It's so freaking good. I'm only on season maybe mid-season 2 right now. I think something like that, or I'm about to finish season 2. I'm in season 2. I'm in there somewhere, but it's good. I'm really thank you so much for like recommending me that. That's been really fun to dive into. I really like it. Can we read the story of Hammy SCP-8005 next? He's precious and I love him. I don't know if we'd be able to get to that today, but I can write that down and we can touch on that next time. I know I say this every time I do SCP streams, but I am so serious. I want to do more of these. I desperately want to do more of these. Like, so much so, I wish I could set aside time each week to do this, but it's hard for me to do that now. Because a lot of times I can't stream 3 times a week. Either I've got stuff going on, or I'm just simply worn out and tired. I'm writing this down, though, I'm gonna add it to our master doc that we have. It's a long one, but it's such a fun read. Yeah, if it's long, we're not gonna be able to get to it. My voice is already, like, not in the best shape. We're just gonna try and finish this one out, and if we have time, we'll go into, like, one of the other ones I had picked out that's not that long. But I don't know. My voice is, she's struggling right now. She's struggling really hard. She's doing her best. Alright. Observation and stories. Here we go. It's fine, we did 2 SCPs already. Yeah, it's fine if we don't finish, or it's fine if we can't get into any more. It was written in the SCP-8000 fantasy contest in its peak fiction. There was a fantasy contest? Bro. Oh, dude, I've definitely gotta check that out. I've written it down, so it's gonna be in there. We'll read about it next time. I'm very interested to see that, because I want to read recent SCPs too. Stuff that people have written. Okay. Observation and stories. Records of me have been found originating from many of the universes. Wait. What's the footnote? More like every single one of them with a writing system. Noted. That I have visited. Most of these stories focus on the chaos that my presence has caused, but a few instead focus on the unity that has been created. The Grimoire of the Adidal, author unknown, is the first known text which presents the theory that I am composed of ideas, and seems to apply sound reasoning as to how this conclusion was reached. This conclusion, however, has not been able to be tested due to a minimum of 2 senses which appear to have been unique to the writers being used in the analysis. Art Thou That Damned Beast, James Stoev, appears to be the only recorded account written by me by that which is separate. The journal chronicles that which is separate's attempts and failures to prevent the destruction of this world by me. It appears to be overall factually accurate, with a few minor inconsistencies in the events described. The collected prophecies of that, whatever that says, depicts me as a being of conquest, claiming that I will conquer exactly 4,368,616 worlds in universes that I am defeated, before I am defeated. Due to the 68% success rate of prophecies, this result is to be considered, but only to an extent. Yo, why did they get so exact with it? That's very specific. That's hilarious. Doubt. It is currently unknown how I transfer my effect and how I become one with others. It is currently theorized that it is due to my being composed of thought. Any readers with additional knowledge of how I operate are encouraged to share their feelings. Beliefs that I have a wholly negative effect on the worlds that I become one with have recently been called into question. The reasoning behind this is that the universes I have become one with appear to be inaccessible, making speculation the only source of knowledge of the current condition of these universes. In addition to this, the only currently given reasons to suspect me of malicious intent or nature cannot be verified and come from the accounts of that which is separate, to whom we know little. I encourage lifting the restriction of those who have become one with me on entering the ways and the library. Excluding people based on who they are or what they believe goes against quite a few of our beliefs and guidelines. I also suggest changing the tone of the description. We really don't know if I have a harmful nature or intentions. Ichabod V. Yes, it is true that it is usually wrong to stop people from entering the ways and library. Based on who they are and what they believe, the exception to that is when bleh, is when what people are or what they believe carries a good risk of destroying the library. Y'all, what is the library? What is this that they are referring to? As to changing the tone, I am going to write about I, who will be one with all, as exactly what I am. A toaster, who is eventually going to destroy my home world, which I rather like the way it is. Author is drinking the Kool-Aid or eating the toast. Holy God, that was amazing. Thank you, Tyrion, for suggesting this. This was nice. Oh, man. I'm so, like, upset I haven't been able to read a whole lot of SCPs recently. Because I'm so happy when I'm able to read this and, like, learn about these silly little guys. They're so cool. I think the Library of Alexandria is another object. It holds all knowledge. Oh. If you scroll to the top of the page, there's a link to the Serpent's Hand Hub below the title, which has an intro to the group if you scroll down a bit. Okay, wait. It's this one, huh? Yo, what? Dude, that's a sick emblem. That will explain stuff like what the library is. Okay. Or it's based on the Library of Alexandria if it weren't destroyed. Oh my god. So all of these are like, oh, they're like little tales. Spirit Staff of Eastern Avian Shaman. It's like a cell phone for birds? What is that? There are Serpent's Hand versions of some SCP entries. The Serpent's Hand is actually a sister site to the SCP Foundation wiki, by the way. Okay. Yeah, the line art goes sick for this. Prom! Thank you so much for the biddies. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Also, welcome in. Good to see you. The tales so far, like I like the SCP entries in and of themselves, like they're really cool. But the tales are like they're my bread and butter too. They're really, really cool. I hate that they're usually like, which we have read some short ones, but there are some really long ones out there. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can read this like out loud. But they have some really, really good tales out there. Have you played the SCP game? I have not played. Oh, wait, that's a lie. I played some SCP games on like Fortnite Creative. But I have not played an SCP game yet. I own one? or two. I think I just own one. But I do own one of them. Basically, if the SCP Foundation are a group of scientists and spies, the Serpent's Hand is a group of scholars. Ah, okay. That does that helps with the description. I gotcha, I gotcha. That's cool. Oh man, I'm bookmarking this. I'm bookmarking that. We might have to read some of that next time. If y'all wait, what is my music started playing something else. Okay, here we go. If y'all have any favorites of these as well, please be sure to link them in the Discord so we'll know to check them out later. I want to say that there are already some of these in our to read. I'm not sure. Because Serpent's Hand does sound familiar. I feel like we've touched on this for some reason. Two different introductory paragraphs? Leaked Foundation documents. Okay, you said down below there's two different introductory. Ah, okay. Wait, why is there two? Why is there two of them? Okay, it's kind of scrunched. It looks like a lot to read, but I don't think it's that much. SCP Foundation introductory file, on group of interest Alpha 019 Serpent's Hand. Serpent's Hand is a small but formidable organization which seems to be growing at a rapid rate and is responsible for a number of security breaches. Oh! The group embraces the use and existence of paranormal items, and in particular, embraces humanoid and sapient SCP objects. The Serpent's Hand has been highly vocal in criticizing the containment and deconstruction of these SCPs, especially those which are not particularly destructive. At least 177 individuals belonging to the Serpent's Hand have been identified, of which several dozen have taken parts in raids on Foundation facilities, many of whom used anomalous items for infiltration purposes. The total number of members belonging to this organization is unknown, as is their level of technology, number of possible SCPs held, or total level of threat. It is clear that they are highly coordinated and often dangerous. Their numbers appear to be increasing faster as more anomalies appear in the world. The Serpent's Hand came to Foundation attention after encounters with the individual known as LS, who appears to be a leader within the Serpent's Hand and is personally responsible for two security breaches in Foundation sites. Inter-organization welfare, let's go! LS's first breach resulted in the theft of SCP-268, an artifact that the Foundation had recovered during a raid of a Chaos Insurgency facility. The Foundation first learned of the Serpent's Hand after LS's second breach of Foundation security. Wait, what's SCP-268? A tweed wool newsboy cap. I can't go into what that is. We will be here forever. The identity of LS has yet to be conclusively verified, though evidence points to the person of interest known as the Black Queen. See linked files. For a long time, the Foundation had very little information about the Serpent's Hand. Existing information was received mostly through leaks from Global Occult Coalition intelligence, and was limited or incomplete in nature. GOC intelligence did not seem to reflect the current status of the group, despite clear inside information. A breakthrough was made with the Foundation's discovery of the Wanderer's Library. Oh, an anomalous extra-dimensional location accessed through portals, referred to as ways. Now it makes sense. Found in many different parts of the world. The Serpent's Hand seems primarily based from this location, though they have no direct control over it. Direct assaults on the library have so far proven unfeasible, even when entrance could be found. Foundation agents presently do not seem to be able to access the library without making use of anomalous methods, and even then with near zero success rate. Foundation agents are attacked on sight by anomalous entities upon successful entrance. What the hell? This also seems to be the case for GOC agents, though some are merely escorted out while others are killed immediately. Oh man. The GOC seems to have some access to the library through intermediaries, however. Foundation efforts to infiltrate the Wanderer's library are ongoing. Mobile Task Force TAU 9, aka Bookworms, has been assigned to specialize in the investigation, tracking, acquisition, and containment of individuals and artifacts related to the Serpent's Hand and the Wanderer's library. Due to the general necessity of non-anomalous containment methods and other difficulties, progress has so far been slow, though many identified hand individuals are presently under surveillance. Oh god, I thought this wasn't a lot, but it is. The Serpent's Hand seems to be extremely active in the general paranormal community. They have a high level of interest in the Global Occult Coalition, who they call the Book Burners, and the SCP Foundation itself, referred to as the Jailers, or the Jailers, regarding both with animosity. The Hand's relationship with the GOC is particularly hostile. Most recorded cases of unprovoked violence by Serpent's Hand members have been against GOC agents. The Serpent's Hand seem estranged from the GOC's 108 member organizations, despite similarities in focus on taumatology? I don't think I'm saying that correctly. And other occult practices in a number of shared methods. This situation seems to be due to the GOC policy of destroying most anomalous entities which are non-human in origin, or which they cannot efficiently control. Additionally, the GOC treats Hand members as enemy agents to be engaged or killed on sight. The Foundation seemed to be the focus of less anger from the Serpent's Hand due to Foundation policy of containing and not destroying most anomalous entities. However, Hand animosity towards the Foundation is still high. The Hand has unfriendly relations with the Chaos Insurgency, who they call the Madmen. The middling relations and the Office of the Reclamation of Islamic Artifacts, sometimes hostile, sometimes cooperative, see files on House Efsine and the Horizon Initiative. The Hand seems to have neutral to friendly relations with the Mana Charitable Foundation and is tolerant of non-violent Fifthist Church and Church of the Broken God members. Who is that? Fifthist Church and Church of the Broken God members. Y'all, this is throwing all of these things at me and I have no idea. I gotta read about these people. I want to read about the Broken God. Wait. I gotta get a drink. Is the Serpent's Hand the Magnus Institute? I think so, Lyra. I would 100% think that that is the case. It is the Magnus Institute of the SCP universe. This is crazy. My SCP world is expanding. My brain is expanding. There's more wrinkles growing in my brain. Oh, my voice is dry. I want to read about the Broken God. That looks like my shit, actually. Okay, a few members of the Hand seem to be also members of Are We Cool Yet? Though, what is that? Though they seem to be among the more pacifist members of that collective. A number of non-AWCY anomalous artists and artists, that's really funny, have been identified in the Hand's rank as well. The Hand seems to have occasional interactions with agents of Marshall, Carter, and Dark, whom they call the Merchants, within the Wanderer's library, though they seem neutral rather than friendly. Outside the library, hand members have clashed with MC and DEED agents on several known occasions. Hand raids on Foundation facilities have been steadily increasing in number, as has their ability to evade capture and to successfully liberate SCP items. Formerly, the GOC seemed to be able to keep hand numbers in check, but this no longer seems to be the case. Efforts to neutralize the Serpent's Hand in a more permanent fashion are ongoing. Oh, Kitty wants out. Hold on just a second. Come on. Oh. If they have to ask, they probably aren't cool. Wait. Let me scroll up a second. Just like before, at the top of the page below the title is a link to a hub that has all the geo groups of interest. Wait. Oh, wait. You've got to be shitting me. Y'all, it keeps going. Y'all, I'm speechless. What the hell? Y'all, that's crazy. Sorry I'm making this all about Magnus Archives, but Tim is definitely part of the Are We Cool Yet Club in the Serpent's Hand. I would 100% agree with that. That's actually... Dude, you can go on this website and just start clicking on crap, and you are down a rabbit hole before you know it. This isn't wanting to load. My internet's probably like, please. Please. I guess we'll come back to that. Why isn't this wanting to load? Please let me in. We're not cool enough to see the page. They said Catgirl's not allowed. Will any of these other pages load? No. Alright. It said, yo, your voice is shot. You probably don't need to be going down any more rabbit holes. I want to read this, though. Okay, this is gonna be the last thing we read this evening. Okay, wait, let me mark some stuff. Hold on. We read this one. No, the page is not cool enough to show itself to us, Minion. You are so right. You are so right. Yo, I'm gonna eat, like, the hottest noodles after this. My throat. Minion 100% gets it. 100%. Alright. I am gonna go to the bathroom, though. Very briefly before we get into this. Because I've been drinking a lot. And so, naturally, nature is taking its course. And I must go pee. So before I get into this, before we read this, and call it an evening, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Oh, man. I'm excited, because this is apparently from the Serpent Hand's point of view. And I want to read that. I can't wait. We got to read that tonight before we end stream. I still don't have a BRB screen, so I'm going to leave y'all with this music and me sleeping. And I'll be right back in like 2 seconds, alright? Wait, hold on. What is... Okay. Alright, BRB. I've been bonked. I muted myself. I forgot I muted myself. Alright, I'm filling up my water bottle right now with another, That was gonna sound really funny. So I have... I don't like drinking water out of our sink. I feel like it tastes funny, and I don't like it. It's perfectly fine to drink, but I don't drink it. So I drink water from water bottles. However, I've just recently got it's called Circle. And it's a water bottle. And the top is like a like water flavoring. I'm sure y'all probably seen the commercials for it. And I had to get this so that it would help me drink more water, because I can't stand drinking just plain water. Or like lukewarm water. Like I will drink it, but I don't want to. And because of this, I stay constantly dehydrated. So I actually got this. It's like a weird, like at the top it's got like a cartridge type thing that you can get at certain stores. And as you drink it, it flavors your water. And it's really cool. I really like it, and I've liked all the flavors I've tried so far. And it's helped me drink a lot of water. Bussy Driver, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you. Hope you enjoy your stay with us. We're reading one last, entry here. I don't know what you would call it, and then we're probably gonna call it an evening because my voice is shot. She is tired. Alright, gang. Are we ready? Strap in, because this is gonna be very interesting. I can already tell. Alright. Welcome to anyone willing or able to read this. This is for you. It's for you, guys. It's for y'all. Pay attention. I'll try my best to read it. We are the Serpent's Hand. We are a movement unified by a common belief that humanity and all other peoples of the known worlds do not deserve to be kept in darkness and ignorance. I love them already. I like them already. Give them a movie. Give them a freaking... Someone write a book about them. Keep reading. Man, Santo, please. Santo, I can only go for so long, but I must keep the Yuri manga writers alive. I gotta keep writing. I will speak for forever to keep them alive. Yeah, if I was going to join any of the groups that exist in the SCP universe, it'd be the Serpent's Hand for sure. I am very much looking forward to, I'm looking forward to see. Okay, let's read. Okay. The Serpent's Hand doesn't coordinate as a group. We are a loose collection of splinters. Our enemies tend to misunderstand this. For instance, the Foundation's obsessed with LS, a person most of us have never met. Or the Serpent's Nest, with their shifting identities. Yes, they are all leaders, because they are people we respect. People we take advice from, and some of us will follow their plans, but they aren't all of us. There's no special way to join the Hand. There are no secret rituals done in basements or closets. We hold no elections for our leaders. If you want to become a member of the Serpent's Hand, all you have to do is decide you are a member of the... Y'all, it's that easy! It's that easy! If you're here and you're reading this, all you have to say is, I'm a member of the Serpent's Hand now. I'm a member of the Serpent's Hand now. This is how it is. I'm saying it now. We're in, boys. That's it. Let's join. We're here. That's it. That's it. That's the tweet. We're here. That was the easiest initiation process I've ever been in. I didn't have to write anything down. I didn't have to give them my driver's license. I didn't have to give them my social security number. I didn't have to give them any money. I'm like, they're just like, if you want to be a member, then just say you are. I'm like, yes! So we're members now. I hope y'all are happy. We are a member of an organization now. Even if you don't want to be, you're in now because I said so. Sweating, what's the catch? I don't believe there's a catch, but you know what? Let's keep reading to see if there is a catch. Usually when it's that easy, there's a catch, but this organization sounds pretty cool, so we'll see what happens. We'll see. Most of us are ordinary people, though our enemies do not understand this. We are ordinary people who embrace the anomalous, the supernatural, the ethereal. Y'all, we are already here. We are already here. We were members and we didn't even know about it. Because we are ordinary people who embrace the anomalous, the supernatural, and the ethereal. We were already here. Are now all officially part of the Serpent's Hand. I hope you all are aware of this and know it. The catch is that sometimes it's really bad that you have no mechanisms of controlling people and stopping them from going rogue. You make a good point. That's a good point. But not a bad... I mean, yeah, that can be bad, but... I don't know. Oh, well... Get the whole keto family gonna be the keto division? Yes! We have our own little division. I'm gonna let them know. I don't know if LJ's still here, but LJ, if you're still here, please let Keto know we are part of the Serpent's Hand now. If not, I will simply just let y'all know later. Oh my god, this is great! We're a separate splinter cell. Exactly. Oh my god, this is great. Okay. We oppose its suppression. How can we not? Our friends, family members, and sometimes we ourselves fall outside of the bounds of normalcy. Every single one of us has experienced the anomalous. We are the things in heaven and earth that were not meant or not dreamt of in your philosophy. To the heralds of traditional power, such as the SCP Foundation, the Global Occult Coalition, and most world governments, the anomalous is a slowly spreading poison, threatening to destroy everything civilization has worked so hard to create. But anomalous people are people, and the anomalous itself is not a threat merely for existing. Yes, it presents danger, but so do germs and meteors and forest fires. They're cooking! They're cooking! Oh, suppressing knowledge of something will only make it more dangerous and keep all of us huddling frightened in the dark. Oh my god! Oh, hell yeah, the monster girls are safe with the Serpent's Hand. We're all safe. All monster girls are safe. We're in. Let's go, LJ. Let's go, Keto. Let's go. I've linked the Serpent's Hand site in the Discord if anyone wants a new rabbit hole. We are gonna go into this next stream. Oh my god. I freaking... We're members now, so we have to know what we're members of. This is great. Okay, anyway, let's keep reading. Okay. When normalcy starts hurting the people who have to live under it to try to cure a poison, normalcy is itself the poison. Oh, they're cooking. The SCP Foundation and the Global Occult Coalition are playing the role now that the Catholic Church played when they imprisoned Galileo for discovering that the world revolved around the sun. The practices and beliefs are the death of knowledge, the death of science, and the death of light. Whoever wrote this deserves an award. I don't know what kind of award, but they're getting one. What the fuck? What the hell, man? This is fucking insane. Take the Wanderer's Library as an example. The place where the Serpent's Hand makes its home. The library is the largest repository of knowledge the world has ever seen. The holy grail for those who seek to understand the preternatural. And yet, both the SCP Foundation and the Global Occult Coalition have been thrown out of this place that welcomes all. Why? Because they tried to destroy it or take it for themselves so no one else could have it. Because of this, they are condemned to blunder in the dark. Everyone reasonable agrees that people should defend themselves against supernatural threats. But how can you protect yourself if you burn and bury the books and imprison or execute the people who could tell you how? Would you try to protect yourselves against nuclear weapons by telling everyone to pretend they don't exist? Why? What? The Serpent's Hand were barred from the library too once. There was a reason we could not rediscover it until 1967. But no more. We've learned from our mistakes. Knowledge for all! Yes! This is what we... What? It's what we need! Oh, this is great. To any members of the GOC and the Foundation who may read this, we are growing so large because of you. We were more like you once. Just one more inbred secret society hoarding occult knowledge to ourselves. Oh my god. Then the Foundation began increasing its scale. There have always been jailers, but not like this. Not in millennia. Yet, still, they kept themselves in the dark, with only their leaders ever knowing the full extent of the world on Earth outside the everyday. So they were tolerable, for a time. But then came the Seventh Occult War, the Foundation's Civil War, the rise of the Global Occult Coalition, the Book Burners, the Big Brother, and the grand-scale campaign against the paranatural community that followed. The Coalition became the oppressive shelter to which the cowards of the paranatural community fled. A shame that there were only 108 slots, and only for human-dominated organizations. Or perhaps not a shame at all. Our old selves did not seek membership then, and we are fortunate for that. So the Serpent's Hand rose up, not out of desire nor fear, but out of clear and pressing need, to keep all peoples from being chained forever in the dark. We, the Serpent's Hand, ask both of you this. How many KTEs does the Global Occult Coalition catalog? It must seem like the supernatural is a vast hydra. 2 new heads sprouting for each that is cut off. How long will you keep cutting? How many SCP items does the Foundation contain now? 2,000? 3,000? 5? More? How long before there is no more room for prisons to be constructed? Will you put the whole world in a containment cell? You admit to yourselves privately. The anomalous is on the rise. You cannot hold back the future forever. You are the monsters you are afraid of. You are so afraid of. Let go of your fear and join us in the light. And if you will not, you will keep imprisoning and killing innocents. If you keep forcing the world to stay in the dark, then you will meet the fate of all the slavers and murderers in the world's history before you. We will free those you keep imprisoned. We will rescue those you try to kill. The garden is the serpent's place. We are the Serpent's Hand. That is some... good shit. That is good shit. You sound like a conspiracy theorist out of context. We're a member of an organization now, Cherub. I don't know how long you've been here, but you are a part of it now because I said so. We are a part of the Serpent's Hand now. The entire Keto family is. I said so. It is how it is. It is how things are and will be. This is incredible. This is awesome. Oh, I love that. That was amazing. Whoever wrote that freaking... They were cooking. I guess I'm going into this no matter what. Yeah, of course you are. What happened in 67? I don't know, Roro. Mia's so hype. I'm very hype. I love this stuff. This is great. This is what I live for, man. Oh, I love this stuff. Thank y'all for listening to me talk about it and read it and just like enjoying thank you for watching me enjoy myself. The garden is the serpent's place. It's a literary reference which I only just found out. Tyrion, please share. I didn't know that much about Serpent's Hand before this. You have perceived SCP Mia and not turned her in yet. You are automatically part of the Serpent's Hand. Exactly. This is what happens when you don't turn in an SCP. And not turned her in. This is what happens because you haven't turned me in yet. And you will never turn me in. Because that would include you catching me and you can't catch me. You would have to catch me first and you can't do that. I cannot be contained. Again, I am Keter class. Unless... Oh, I gotta clear my throat. Keterclasmia, that's right. Y'all, I want to keep reading. I totally have the energy to do this, but my throat is like freaking parched. Not even parched, it's just dry because I can't. I've read so much. It's like the biblical serpent seeking to spread the truth. Fuck yes. Roro. Yes! What happened? 67. There was a reason we could not rediscover it until 1967. But no more. We've learned from our mistakes. Y'all, I have to know everything about this. I can hear your voice. It's bad. It's so bad. I haven't ate yet either, so I probably need to eat too. A love letter to Lady Mantis. Oh, I know her. She's in Marvel Rivals. My Lady Red Mantis of the High Craftsman Court. Y'all, we've got to read these. Is this about a lady SCP? Wait. She walks in light and hunts in the dark. A Lady Mantis calm. Is this a monster woman? A Lady Mantis calm and keen, her arms aloft and visage stark. She strikes with blades but half blink seen. A crafter taught by fray and foe. Duelist heart and courtly charm. Her past an epic tale unfold. Her name a threat to cause alarm. Such beauty, grace, and still sharp wit inspires fire within the soul. To turn back fear where shadows flit, seek but to seize, achieve her goal. The Lady Smith, a red mark knife, she has no equal in this life. This is written by a humble cloud scorpion. Crawling, creeping guts of Glob, you are horrible at talking well of yourself. Older brother, surely there is something in your accomplishments that you can boast of. What the of the seventh cluster cloud of culture sky crawlers. While walking the dawn above, trimming the clouds arching ribbons as was his commissioned task for the Autumn Trees Moon Festival, this cloud scorpion was enamored by the Lady Mantis at her work, and endeavored with utmost speed to learn more of the Red Knife wielder. What is this? Oh, the literary reference is from Joseph Campbell's The Power of Myth, where he makes basically the point that Roro did, that the serpent was the source of knowledge, and as a true dweller in the Garden of Eden, and not a visitor, had more claim to its bounty than God. Fuck. Y'all, this is incredible. Okay, so... Oh, we gotta read more about this, okay? I'm gonna try and make time next week. We're gonna read some of these. Because we're a part of this organization now, we gotta read up on stuff. We gotta be knowledgeable. We gotta know what we're talking about. What is this? Sam. I'm Sam, I'm Sam, I'm Sam. And you know, honestly, these aren't very long reads. Okay, that one's pretty long read. I lied, that was pretty long. Prisoners. Kind of makes me want to read Paradise Lost now. Might be a bit of an undertaking, though. I mean, well... Hold on. Oh, y'all, this would be so cool to read. They're really long, though. Maybe I can find some short tales of these to read on stream sometime. I don't know if I'd be able to read like the really long ones. Oh, this is the hard to destroy reptile. Oh. Okay, this one's not that long. This one's not that long. I'm not gonna read it tonight, but like stuff like this we can totally do next time, and I'm very excited. Very excited. Ah! The Serpent's Hand Hub. I think Tyrion already linked some stuff, so feel free to check out the Discord. Do I have a Discord? I think I do. If you're new here, you don't have the Discord, here's the Discord. Looks like Tyrion has linked some stuff. If you would like to do some further reading. And oh my god, this is incredible. Also, if you would like to suggest some SCPs, please be sure to do that in the SCP channel. And we will add it to our master doc list. That has a lot of those, but I will go through them eventually. I do want to do more of these streams. Hopefully, as I do more of them, my voice won't strain as much. However, that is where we're at. Do these want to work now? Do these want to work now? Let me in! I also posted the full Campbell quote since it's quite long. Cool. Thank you, Tyrion. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for all your help with this. Oh man, I've had a time. It's great. Oh. Okay, we read I Am an Eldritch Horror. We got through 2 SCPs, and then we derailed, as we usually do. And we read through these 2 things, which is really cool. And yeah, I feel like it was a pretty progressive evening. Productive evening, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna write this down that we did not do this, and we did not do the other one. Alright, and with that, it's time for me to eat some noodles. I'm hungry, my throat is parched. Let me see who's online to raid. Oh. It's noodle time. Burger. I had burger yesterday. I cannot have another burger today. We read 3 whole pages of content and opened ourselves up to approximately 3,000 more in the future. Noodle. I'm gonna get me some noodles. Thank you for the stream. We learned so much. We learned our brains expanded. We became a part of an organization. Like, it was a very productive evening, I would say. So fun. I'm glad you had fun, Roro. I'm glad you had fun. We'll try and do this a little bit more often. Now that I'm back to streaming and stuff again, we'll try and get back into this. I really, really, really have fun with this. We are all in the Serpent's Hand. We're all in the Serpent's Hand. Alright. Let me see who's online. Let's see. I think we're gonna raid out to my VTuber brother K, who is currently playing Lethal Company with his friends. Looks fun. I have not touched Lethal Company in almost a year. It's been a minute. But it looks like they're having some fun over there, so I'm gonna send you all on over his way. And I'm gonna go eat. And drink lots of tea. Alright, let me see if that works. Alright, gang, and if you don't already, please be sure to follow my VTuber sibling K. He's really cool. And he's a good dude. He's cool. Alright, and I will see you all next stream. Will probably be Monday, where we will be hopefully finishing Dead Space. I'm gonna try and start about 6 p.m. so it gives us enough time, because I don't want to be up till like ass o'clock trying to beat that game. But I think we were just about to finish up either chapter 10 or 11. And each chapter is roughly about an hour, so I feel like I could finish it. And after I finish it, I will reveal the next game we'll be playing. And then, of course, we will have Layers of Fear after that, and then maybe we'll do another SCP stream, or one of my games in my backlogs that I desperately need to play. But until then, have a good rest of your weekend, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye bye bye.